I'll be reacting to Blue Reflection Ray, episode 24. I'll be watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0, go. Oh, yeah. I'm pumped up for this, especially since this is truly the series finale. And I just love the tense music right now. And the music, too, sounds fucking intense. Those look kind of like spiderish when it comes to like, or sort of like branches when it comes to the things coming out from Shino's body. You know, I am sort of going to miss hearing this opening alongside an episode of this series. Because this opening song was a fucking banger. And I really just how hardcore the opening is, too. Speaking of which, even though the opening doesn't have the most highest quality when it comes to Sakuga, it's still well done, often considering the limited budget of the series, to its credit. Because I at least love how in the opening there's little details like some nice hair movement when you see characters walk. And then just seeing Uda's excitement, too, is pretty damn fun, too, in a way. I just have a love how her girl looks like she's ready to kick some fucking ass in the opening. And I love how you have those bits, like when you have Ryoka and Amino together, just representing like the type of strong bond they got. I think it's actually one of the more sweeter and endearing moments in the opening, especially considering like in the opening it's mostly like sad or intense stuff. Makes it a really balanced one. Oh boy. Yeah, she definitely doesn't look like she's going to want to discuss pleasure. Oh, that's a lot of fragments right there. Talk about a flex there. But I'm assuming they can get it back into the theater, though. At least I would hope. Okay, it's definitely going full apocalypse mode now with everything being distorted now. And even like sort of like that shaky effect too. Makes it feel a little bit similar in style to like one of those gritty action films when it comes to certain camera shots in the episode. The only one that would really have that perspective when it comes to like a world without feelings being truly peaceful would be Shino, because even if it's peaceful, it would be a dull life if you wouldn't be able to feel or enjoy it. Okay, you can actually tell JC stuff is actually trying this time. After like giving us like 8 or 9 episodes of abysmal animation, it looks like it took JC staff a long ass time for them to give a fuck. I mean, better late than never, I guess. Well, I mean, Sabrina would probably instill knocking some sense into her. And I just know the music sounds absolutely epic too. It definitely feels like the type of music you would hear in a final level of a video game, and I mean that in like the most endearing way too. Okay, this is definitely feeling like, at least as far as the series go, it's feeling like it's going to be the most ambitious battle when it comes from a storyboarding aspect, considering just all the elements going around, like beam attacks, physical attacks, and just all the things going on. So I'd say from a combat standpoint, are you serious? Oh, come on. They really skipped a Momo versus Sephiroth? Oh, considering how much they hyped that thing up since episode 1 of the series, I'm kind of annoyed that they skipped through it. But I'm not going to blame the animators for this episode because they're doing a good job. It's more like the writing stuff that really is filling this episode so far. I always love when it delves deep into Shino's or pretty much anyone's minds when it comes to the depression they're going towards. I think it's more the fact that that's the best thing about Shino. It's a shame that she couldn't have met someone like Emil earlier in her life. I like how they finally show off the origin of her powers here. Okay, I was kind of wondering what happened to her mother. Oh, wait, I thought for a second she was actually going to kill her mother with her abilities. I wouldn't have actually minded that. Oh, so that's a sort of psycho Shino. Oh, boy. Oh, I feel bad for that little Shino. I really do. If I was, I'd be combining my attacks simultaneously, and just to try to have even a chance of. Go! I mean, hey, I don't think that'll switch because it shows you how much Miu truly does care, and it shows you that she really meant it when she wanted to help out Shino and wanted to learn more about her, considering that she took that blast. That's actually one of the best moments involving Miu. And if we're talking about redemption arcs in the series, Miu's has had by far the best redemption arc of the series by a country mile. And I like this too. It shows you how her meeting Shino has. Her meeting Shino has changed Miu as a person too. Yes! It finally turned blue! Fuck yeah! I wonder if that fragment's now going to turn into like an older version. Oh. The thing in life is you shouldn't really deny your feelings, though. Whoa, oh, okay. I thought for a second she was gonna faint or some shit. That'd be pretty fucking drunk. What the? Yo, why is she pulling out her own fragment? Hey, yo, no, that is like self-sacrificing to the max. Fuck it, bro! No, don't tell me. Wait, don't tell me Mio died. Unfortunately for her, considering what Mio sacrificed, there is no fucking way that Harry and Ryoka can back out now. I mean, like the detail when it comes to like their eye slightly glistening a little bit when they're talking. Oh, okay, that blast animation looks okay, that's more like Dragon Ball Z levels of like blast animation. I mean that in the best way. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an explosion the size of a fucking nuke. Ah! Whoa, what happened? Oh, okay, okay. I thought for a second like there was like an epilogue and I just skipped a lot of shit. Never mind. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that could be Hyodi, maybe? Or it could be someone else. Because I was thinking it might have been. Huh. Yeah, because I was thinking it. Yeah, I was thinking it could have been her. I just wasn't sure because they didn't have a close up. But it makes sense though. That actually does explain why Mio gave Hody the fragment. And it's ironic too because they were both looking. Oh, 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 that's so cute. And something like this too. At the very least, narratively, it does a decent job of relating Hiyori to Shino because it shows us that they have some kind of connection. Because at least it makes this final battle a little bit more emotional instead of it being if it would have just been Mio having an emotional connection with Shino, it just wouldn't have felt as impactful. So I got to give the running stuff a bit of credit here. And it's sad that she never got that wish. Because those two obviously deserved happiness. Hmm. I'm assuming from her that dark shadow was the dark threads of fate going after her. At least in that point in time in her life, unfortunately. And you know the saddest part about this too? If Shino would have accepted to take Mio's hand to go to Mio's home, Shino's life could have like absolutely early changed for the absolute better considering she hit off so well with Hiyori here. That's what makes it a bit more tragic. I'm loving the sister-like relationship that Ruka has with Hiyori. Well, the reason why you don't realize something, the value of something until it's gone, is because in life it's like you can't really feel the loss of something until you don't have it anymore. That's the reasoning behind that, at least how I perceive it anyway. Okay, again, man, I like the detail in the animation because you see nice subtle hair movement, even wrinkles in their clothing whenever they actually jog. Something that the previous episodes didn't have actually. So quality's damn good. I even like too the line effects whenever it's like black and whitish. It gives the animation a more kinetic feel and energy feel to it. Aww. But hey, you know what? Sometimes it's better just to let out the pain, though. The feelings she had weren't foolish at all, though. And you know what? That's relatable. That's why sometimes people try to like drink away the feelings away, but the feelings just come back. You gotta face those feelings. You know, Hyore's right because she's got her friend. She's got Hyori. Yeah, she's got Hyori. Now she has Mio too. Aw, Hyori's such a fucking sweetheart. And unlike the situation with her sister, Hyori does have the power to make sure that the bond's never shattered. Aw, that is fucking adorable. Is it a shame that it can't have a happy conclusion? I mean, a truly 100% happy conclusion with both the sisters alive, though. And you know what? She has every right of doing that. Oh, that's pretty fucking adorable. And you know, that's the best. In order to truly love other people, you gotta first love yourself first. You know, I like this girl from Shino. Yes! Nakama power! Woo! But in this sense, this series has earned it, though, to its credit. Yo, I'm actually surprised this series was actually able to wrap things up relatively cleanly. Oh, I thought it was like, wait, did Momo die? Because usually when you see characters new like that, it means that they might have died. Or at least when it comes to like a Gundam, anyway. That's actually really sweet how it implemented some of the other girls for this moment. Now it looks like everything's going to return to normal. This, considering how it looks like all the fragments are blooming now. Oh, there's Yuzu and the other girl. I just wish they showed off more of those two girls though, because it felt like those two were just the background decorations. If I'm being honest. Okay, I actually love the cloud movement there. That looked beautiful. Yeah, you can definitely tell that JC stuff was pretty much saving all their budget for this final episode. Because there's just a skill in the directing that you didn't see in the other episodes of the series. Like a single bit at all. Hey, it looks like it's yes. Amina's finally like yeah. Oh, that's really nice seeing her cry. Seeing her cry tears of joy there. Hey, it's nice. Yeah, it's finally nice seeing everything return back to normal. And I gotta admit, the visuals striking, especially when you see all the flower petals too. Hell yeah! Yo, she's talking as if she's never gonna see her sister again, though. What the way girl's phrasing these words. As for those two, look like they're so damn close to kissing. But all jokes aside, though, no, this is a really wholesome scene. All right. I just hope they have enough time for an epilogue just to see like how all the other girls are doing with life returning to normal, though. Okay, even like other people moving in the background. That's a nice little attention to detail there. All right. It's actually nice getting to see how all the other girls ended on. Well, at least when it comes to Hayate. Oh, that's cute how they were able to take that picture together. I love how Nina there look kind of annoyed. That's cute. Yeah, it's nice to get to see Momo actually hanging out with Nina now. And this scene, Nina become a little bit more sociable there. Ah, it's a shame that Uta still got the red ring there. It's nice to see them encouraging Shino. Oh, so is it implied that there's still conflict in the series? Oh yeah, it makes sense because it has like that darkish looking ashes coming from the sky still. Oh, don't tell me the series is gonna end off like this though. Cause it feels like huh? What? I'm gonna check there's more episodes though. Let me see. Let me check my anime list. There's no way it ended like that. What the Alright, I'm gonna see if there's I mean the finale it was interesting, but I'm kind of like wondering what happened to Mio though. Cause I'm like, one I feel like they didn't really close off every single plot point in this series. Wow. Okay, here's the thing. There are things I liked about this last episode. Now, don't get me wrong. The pause in this episode was that, for one, I do like how there was plot progression. I like how Sheena was able to return to normal, for one. And I also do like the fact that this episode not only did that, but aside from that, the final battle in on itself was entertaining. It was well directed. It was nice getting to see both Ruka Hiyori work together. And then it was also nice to get to see Mio do some cool shit too. So there were some positives regarding the episode overall. Like, don't get me wrong. And aside from that, I like the cute little moments like when our girl was adjusting the clothing of Sheena. Like, there were some bits in the episode that really made me smile overall. But in saying that, though, I just can't say with like an absolute certainty that this is really, really an absolutely amazing conclusion because it's like, what about Mio? This series didn't even explain what the fuck happened with Mio, though. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, at the end bit, there's a girl that seems like she has the similar hairstyle to Mio, though. When there was some darker snow falling on her hand. And then there's still that plot point regarding Uda because she looks like she's still absolutely and fucking crazy. So it's like this last episode, don't get me wrong, there were bits I enjoyed about it, but it felt like there were certain bits where I'm like, I feel like it didn't really resolve everything, though, and I kind of feel like a little sense of disappointment here, all things considered. So that's why this last episode's a mixed bag for me because there were things I enjoyed about it, and there were things I didn't enjoy about it. And then something else about this series, too. It feels like this last episode ends with sequel baiting because you still have like that smogish thing coming from the sky. And again, even more sequel baiting too. And yeah, I checked the last bit again. That girl with the hair that we don't get to see the face of in the last episode. Yeah, that has to be Mio because it's the same hairstyle. So it's like, what the fuck? When it comes to this last episode, it didn't resolve everything. So literally, this series made its viewers sit through multiple episodes that were poorly animated with slow burn buildup. Then when it's its conclusion, it just fuck all resolving everything. What the fuck? So we don't get to find out what happens to Mio. Utsa's still absolutely batshit insane. The world still isn't completely back to normal because you have that ash still falling from the fucking sky. It's like, what the fuck? And we know this series is sequel, but it's never going to get a fucking sequel because it's like, it did not sell enough Blu-rays to even, no. The pre-orders were so fucking low, they canceled the fucking Blu-rays, so it's like, damn it. That's where I felt. Even though there were things I liked about this last episode, I'm mostly disappointed. Now, from a character standpoint, there were positives because I did love how Shino, at the very least, accepted her feelings at the end of the day. And I do like the fact that this episode shows you how much of a strong character he already came to be when it comes to her ending up building a friendship with Shino. And I even like how you see Nina become a bit more gentler because at the end of the day, you can see she at least formed some kind of a friendship with Momo. So it's not to say this last episode is got no upsides, but it's like, really now? Fucking really? Because they've really screwed it over big time. I'm like, well, shit. I guess the writers didn't know what the fuck to do with her, I guess. She was just fucking there. And really now, Mio, they just left shit like Mio fucking vague. She's a major character. What the fuck? And speaking of which, I don't like how this last episode skipped the fighting between Momo and Sephiroth. It's like they built this shit up only to not see the fight between the two? Come on now. That's where I felt this last episode was just utterly disappointing, if you ask me. And hell, with the way this episode ended, I'm like, I'm not even sure if I want to play the fucking game. This is not how you promote a fucking game. It's like the exact opposite. And that's where I'm disappointed in the series, because there were some strong episodes in the series. There were. But holy fucking crap, though. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed, for fuck's sake. And yeah, that's why if I had to rate this episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm going to give it a 4.75 out of 10, because of my scale, 5's average, 10's exceptional, 1's abysmal. And that's me being fucking nice. I'm being nice, and I'm only giving it that much because the animation quality in the last episode was good, and JC stuff chose to fucking try in the last episode. They chose to fucking try. Visually, anyway. But holy fuck, I expected more from this series. Hell, I expected nothing, and I still got disappointed. Now, if I had to rate the series overall on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm also going to give it a 4.75 out of 10 for like slightly below average, because let's just be real. This is a Magic Girl anime. They fucked up in most of the fight scenes the series had, so it was obviously low budget. It treated Uta like a fucking joke. It skipped interesting shit near the end, like Momo's confrontation with Sephiroth. It skipped everything involving Yuzu and the other girl that were quote-unquote important. I'm like, whoop-de-fucking-do, we saw jack shit about them. I'm like, hooray. And then this series has the fucking balls to have a loading screen at the end, implying that the sequel is either going to be a season 2 that's never going to fucking happen, or a sequel to the fucking game, sort of like how Takata OP Destiny does. This series literally is a slap in the face with it figuratively saying, oh yeah, just play the game to get the full experience. I'm like, what the fuck? This anime is literally like all the fucking anime over the last few seasons that I've seen that are based off of smartphone games. It's just like King's Raid, Success of the Wills. Oh, anime ending? Well, fuck you, play the game to get the fucking full story. The 7 Heroes and the 7 Knights anime, same thing, based off a game. Oh yeah, fuck you, audience, play the game to get the fucking full experience. There was also another anime too that was also based off a fucking game. Oh yeah, it was Shironeko Project Zero Chronicle. That series ended sequel betting trash too, where it's like, oh yeah, play the game. There was also another anime based off a game that was called Fahrenheit. It was I believe it was Zangetsu Fahrenheit. It was something along the lines. Where that series was also a sequel baiting piece of shit that also had an ending of, oh yeah, play the game. It's like, what the fuck? Can these anime creators make a damn anime based off a smartphone game that doesn't fucking fall apart in the last episode? That doesn't just devolve into being a promotion for the fucking game? Where to get the full experience, you gotta play a fucking game. That's why I hate the ending. Because it's like, it ends just like every other game based off a fucking smartphone game. And it's disappointing. Instead of telling a full-on story that resolves everything, it's like, no, this series can't be bothered of doing that. And that's why I absolutely loathe not just the final episode, but I overall just ended up just souring my taste on the last episode straight up. And it's a damn shame too, because I actually was rooting for this series from start to finish. I was like, and honestly, the only positives in this series I can think of is I love Shinon's character arc. I love Mio's redemption arc in this series. I liked what they did with Momo straight up. I didn't like this series was an absolute dumpster fire, but damn, the final episode truly did kill off the impressions that I had in the series overall. And that's why I gotta give it a below average rating. But I still might consider playing the game one of these days, though, because I heard the game's way better than this freaking anime. And I did like the premise of the anime, so who knows? Maybe the game is an absolute badass experience. That, because I heard that the anime sure as shit didn't adapt the game to begin with anyway, which, fuck, they should have done it. If this is the best they can come up with, the anime wise, they should have just followed the game story at the very least, then fuck. But yeah, these are my overall thoughts on the series. I was disappointed. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction, the final episode, or the series in general. I almost forgot to mention, I do got to give credit to the soundtrack and the opening ED. They were actually pretty good. That's about one of the few compliments I can say about this series, y'all, though. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, y'all, and I hope y'all have a fun, great, safe day and nights, everyone. Bye-bye.